guy fucking diss this guy. Yo, it's your boy, Marky Marks Tarot. Hey Ninja, how you doing? I'm doing good. All is good. 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 What's going on? Nothing much. Same shit, different day. I've been working all day, working, doing a floor, tiling of a bedroom. Hey, Philomena, how you doing? I just got your donation. You can ask your question when you're ready, and thank you. They have this like, it looks like wood, but it's like vinyl. It's like hard vinyl plastic, and you have to like put the floor together. And then when it's all finished, it looks like tile, but it really isn't. I've been doing that all week. I'll be finished tomorrow fishing. It's a pain in the ass to do. It's the first time I've ever done it. But it's good though. It's coming out all right. I'm gonna actually post up tomorrow my finished product. All right, Philomena, you say, what is this new guy, David, feeling or intentions for me? All right, let's check. Philomena, what's this new David? What is David's intentions for Philomena? Yeah, I have been. That's why I haven't been on that much. Okay, Philomena, I would say David's feelings and intentions are, to be discreet. He's gonna take a lot of caution, like going towards you or talking to you. He's kind of like worried or concerned about like whether or not he wants to like come towards you or be with you or start a relationship or talking to you. Like he's looking at like any opportunities to make things good. Like I think that he's gonna ask you to go to a party, or he's trying to like plan like a date, or plan, if you've gone on a date with him, he probably will go on another one. But if you haven't gone on a date with him, then you're probably going to in the future, in the next couple of days or over the weekend, maybe. His goal and intentions is like to see you as an opportunity, like to get to know you. But I think that he lives in denial. Like he's discreet. He might not tell you a lot of things. He might hold back. Yeah. So that's why I see he's holding back, because he's going through a divorce. So that makes sense. Like I see like he's holding back, and he probably might ask you to go somewhere, but he's like, he's looking towards the future, like him getting away from all his shit to come towards, a better life. Right now he's being very like, cautious and discreet about how he's gonna go to, how he's gonna make his next move with his life and things like that. But he's very like worried about what he's doing right now. So I would say like his intentions are good and his feelings are all right. But like I would say, he'll put in effort here and there. But I don't see nothing serious. But that's because obviously he's going through a divorce. But it looks like he'll be looks like he'll talk to you, and he might ask you to go out in the coming days. Yeah, I got the same exact cards pretty much. Like next month, like going into next month, which is tomorrow pretty much. In the month of June, like things will be all right between you guys. You'll talk or whatever. But it looks like he's not gonna do too much. Yeah. Well, the reason why he's busy is because of his work and his divorce and things like that. But I think he'll say hello to you or try to talk to you again. But I wouldn't count on it, to be honest. I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I don't see no relationship or no like no type of real serious thing going on here. I see like him possibly communicating with you again and just saying, hey, you want to go somewhere, you want to hang out, you want to have a drink, something like that. But his intentions aren't like pure or like, yes, I want to go out with you or something like that. Like I don't see nothing serious. It's just the same old shit, to be honest. Yeah, I would stop talking to him too. Yeah, same old fuck boy. Yep. Unfortunately, there's a lot of fuck boys and people around in the world, and unfortunately, they happen to just come our way. Unfortunately, but the best thing to do is keep working on yourself, and just remember you don't need nobody. You just need yourself. I know people want a relationship and they want a love life sometimes, but the best thing to do is always take care of yourself first. Keep working on yourself to make a better version of you, and somebody will end up coming to you instead of you going to them, and go from there. Or you can always come to Bermuda and see me. We can paint the town red, you know, and do all sorts of cool stuff. When all fails, Mark is available. All right, Ninja, you sent a donation. Oh, Shakima, what's going on? How you doing? Party. I just came out of the pool. I literally just came out of the pool like 20 minutes ago. Sitting in the cut. Okay. All right. Ninja is I see Ali, you wrote me a question here. Is this for Ali then? Ali, did you see what you wrote me? I'm assuming this is supposed to be money instead of something else. I know spell check can be a pain in the ass. I hate spell check. I really do. It's the most annoying thing invented. I'd rather somebody spell the thing wrong, like, or like, you know, it says any good news about lonely flowing in. You want lonely to flow in? You want to be lonely? Okay, that's cool. But I'm assuming you meant to say money instead of lonely. Any good news about money flowing in, either from business or whatever the case is. Now, when you say whatever the case is, that could be, stripping, going bar hopping, and you can't say whatever the case is, because that means like, you know, yeah, you have to be specific. Oh boy, that's all right. I'm any tease. I know what you meant. I just like to tease you. That's all. Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know you don't do those things. All right. Any good news for Ali? Yeah, not now. Hey, when all fails, a woman can do a lot of things to make money. I can too, I can always go back to stripping on the pool with my red, speedos. It's all good. I'll do it. Okay, BT, no problem. Thanks. All right. So what I got here, Ali, is yes, there is some benefit from business with money, but it looks like it looks like you're still not going to be happy. Like you're going to get some type of business and some type of gain, some type of like, someone's going to be generous and buy some things with business and stuff like that. But it's still going to be like, that saying money comes and money goes. So it looks like whatever money you do gain in the next like couple days or weeks, it's all gonna it's all gonna be counted for. So whatever you're making, you're not gonna make a profit. You're just gonna make money just to spend money. But it does look like a business will make money, but not as much as you want. You'll be happy, but unfortunately, you have to deal with a selfish man. So this could be your husband, or this could be like a person. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Um, but like whatever money you make, like a man's gonna like want it from you, or want to like need the money or whatever. Something to do with a guy. Or a guy might say, hey, look, I'll buy some stuff from you, and he never does. But you will make some type of profit. You will make profit, but like it'll end up going to a guy or end up dealing with a guy. Yeah, I mean, with your friend and the vendor and stuff like that, you'll make something, but not that much. I would say watch out for this friend, because like they might be a little shady, or they might like, tell you one thing but not do nothing, like. Yeah, he's gonna aggravate you for money though. He'll aggravate you for money. Like this friend that you said put you as a vendor for her event, not sure if that where it's come from. I would say I don't think it's coming from that person either, because it doesn't look good for them either. Like they're kind of like, it'll be a temporary thing, but I don't see you gaining anything significant from that either. I don't see you gaining from that. Not much. You're gonna get some gain, some money from your business, but not much. I don't see like a big significant amount, but you'll get some. You'll get some stuff, but not much. I would say watch who you deal with in the next couple of weeks or so, or next couple like days. Yeah, you'll get something, but not like, oh my God, like I sold like everything. There is income, but like I'm getting, it's not going to be that much. It'll be a couple $100, but not nothing serious. But there is gain there, but the problem is there's gain, but there's also like, dealing with bills or dealing with like somebody that's a pain in the ass. Just be like aware of a man that you sell things to, like make him pay first before he takes, the products. Always get your money first and then the products after. So make sure you don't like give him anything. He might bullshit you. Yeah, it's something, but I don't see it being, serious. But you'll get something. No problem. You're welcome, and thank you. All right, BT, you said you want a general reading. All right, BT wants a general reading. Okay, good. You're right now. Got you right now. All right. BT, overall, there's a lot of communication here for you with other people. There's good news, bad news, in between news. There's a lot of shifting of energy and shifting of activity and like things coming in, coming out. You also might feel sick or you might feel overwhelmed in the next couple of days, next couple, in the month of June coming up. I would say in the next 8 to 16 days, there's going to be some turmoil, might be some conflict here and there, where you just might, if it's not that, you'll feel the criticism from people around you, or you'll just feel like kind of sick or tired, things like that. Something's going to happen where you're going to be like, I feel like I'm in prison here, like I can't do what I have to do and can't go where I have to go. Something will happen, but it's not like, I don't see it being like super bad, but you might get some type of news where it's like, fuck, this is the last thing I needed now. Try not to spend a lot of money and try not to make obstacles for yourself regarding money and regarding your finances. Just like try not to buy any materialistic things or try not to like put things on hold where you need to pay for it, because that might not work out in your favor. But the good thing here, there's a lot of communication and good communication towards like another 2 weeks from now. Like I see decisions being made, movement progress, things that are going to happen very quickly and maybe too quickly for your liking, but just take it as you go and just try and be patient with it. But I do see like some type of news that you might not want to hear. Like somebody might tell you something, or you might have like a family situation or something like that, or you might have to like spend money on like a car or transportation, or something might happen when that breaks that you might have to fix it, or you might have to spend unnecessary money and be like, oh God, now I got to pay for this now. Just something like, not major, but something that will annoy you. But you're going to be talking to a lot of people, a lot of communication between you and the people around you. You might don't plan too many things because it might not go according to plan. Yeah, I see like somebody trying to be. I saw the application. They contacted me yesterday. Oh, okay. Like I also see like a person, like a guy, just being like tricky, or someone who is like trying to like cause some type of insincerity, and somebody is dishonest, somebody is like oh, okay, yeah, so you got to deal with that. But I'm also getting like a guy here that might aggravate you or annoy you or just be an idiot, and you know say something to you that you might not like, but it's something that you can just get over. It's nothing serious, but I would say watch your financial security and like watch yourself. Don't spend too much. Yeah. So I paid for 6 months. Yeah, so that's what it is. Like So just watch your finances, and watch like how things go in the next couple of days and during the month of June. And like, there's gonna be some changes that you might have to like there might be decisions and like quick changes that you have to make, you know? So, but I would say like just watch your back with people, especially a man. Like he's gonna like trying to deceive you, or you'll be dishonest and tell you one thing and do another. So just be aware of like people around you, and just clear away old things and make room for new things. Like try and like not go down the same road, the same path, and try and like get new things in your energy and new systems, new ways. And um, when you talk to people, just listen to them. And if they start saying something that you don't like, then this is the person that I'm talking about. All right. Somebody's views and opinions might not set with you, but don't give them your energy. Like, don't go off on them. Just like walk away and be like, yeah, whatever. Go talk to the wall. So you might have a little aggravation here and there by some people. All right, BT. Sure, Ninja, I'll give you a card. Yeah, BT, I would say just continue to like, hold your tongue. Like, don't let people aggravate you. The best thing to do is silence is better than bullshit. I know you have to talk to people, but some people just like, when you work customer service or you work in the public eye, people are always like, bringing their shit to the table. So you gotta sometimes, understand that not everybody's on the same level. That's why I can't work in the public eye no more, because I'd probably be like in jail, or probably be like too violent. I'm not a violent person, but people will aggravate the shit out of me if I was working in a public place, because people are so stupid that they just say stupid things and do stupid shit. Like, I can never work at a store and be like, "How are you doing, sir, today?" "Oh, I don't care what. Do you have this and do you have that?" "No, good afternoon. No, good morning." I'll be like, "You talking to me?" "Good morning," I said. Yeah. If you don't say good morning or good afternoon or anything like that, I ain't talking to you. I can't stand people like that are coming to an establishment and like they don't say nothing. They just like, "Can I have an order of fries, please?" Or, "Can I have this call?" No, you gotta say good morning first. I don't give a shit what you're gonna do. Don't come in here with your problems. I'll get fired like in the first 2 minutes. All right, Ninja. Stay positive so positive things happen to you. The only way to find out is to ask. When you feel like you're not getting ahead, just keep telling yourself you will. Don't give up. Yeah, Starbucks. I don't drink Starbucks. I've never been to a Starbucks. I can't. I'm a Dunkin' Donuts guy. My friend loves Starbucks when we go away. We don't have Starbucks here. We have like just a little, you know. He said, "Before I did any work, you think mom needs an update with everything? No news yet, other than sending mom a new gas card." Oh, that's up to you. I see you donated without me even telling you, so that's cool. Ali does what Ali wants. See? She love we no longer friends. Starbucks is like the devil coffee. You didn't know that? People who drink Starbucks have bad luck. If you drank Dunkin' Donuts, you'd be all right. You'd be on a higher level. Just changing your coffee will be better. See. Hey Tristan, all's good. How are you? I already, yeah, Starbucks is like trash coffee. I don't know how you drink that shit. You see the logo for like Starbucks? They said like that's some like devil shit or some fucking like Illuminati shit. That's why I ain't drinking that crap. I'm Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, see, there you go. See, even DoorDash knows what's going on. Starbucks, yeah. Can't drink that. I can't drink that. I can drink that trash. Well, oh, they have it. Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think your mom needs an update. That's up to you. I mean, the gas card came before the end of the month, so that's good. Shakima says, I'm drinking a refresher from Starbucks right now. See, we don't like in Bermuda, we don't have American franchises except for KFC. So like we have Starbucks coffee and all sorts of coffee and shit like that, but Bermuda has our own coffee. And I get the like, the little K cups, like, the pods or whatever they're called. I get the Dunkin' Donuts ones. I like Tim Hortons coffee too. It's pretty good. I like Tim Hortons coffee. I like Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite. And yeah, she didn't donate. No, I just got the donation from you that I already answered. So, no, I mean, the last time, hey Jordan, how you doing? The last time I read for you, Ninja, about the other stuff, well, for the gas card, I told you that was going to happen before the end of May, and it did. So we got that out of the way, right? And the other stuff I told you that was prolonged. Remember, I told you like last time that it was going to take a little longer, and you're looking at maybe end of this month or July. I think I said, if I'm correct, I told you it's going to take a little longer to get those other situations handled. So at least you got the gas card. But I would say just leave it alone for now and just let things like process, because we're still in the month of May technically. So when next week comes and nothing's happened by next weekend, I would say like, you can get an update then. But it don't make sense, asking about the same shit. Because the last time I read, it was delayed, like for the next month or so. So, yeah, I would say wait, because you see what happened with the gas card. Ali said that, it wouldn't happen, but, I had to prove her wrong. So, it's all good. I just had to, stick that in there. I'm just teasing. Okay. Jordan, you said, what should I expect in love for the month of June? All right, let's check, Jordan. Hey, but at least she says, but you were right, And when I'm right, I gotta like, stick it to her, 'cause she's always doubting me, like, Now how many T's in alley? All right. Let me see what we got for you, Jordan. He said, "What can you expect in the month of June for love?" Okay. Well, Jordan, what you can expect in the month of June as far as love is loving yourself. That's the main thing. And I'm sure you're probably tired of hearing that. And I heard somebody say today, I'm tired of hearing love myself. Well, if nobody's going to love you, then you got to love yourself. I think that you'll meet a new person, but this person is like somebody who will attempt to get your attention, but they really don't have any substance. They really don't want a relationship. They probably just are going to try to express themselves and probably like, they might come across as confident, but it might seem uncertain to you. You might be like, yeah, this person's kind of like weird. I don't know if they really like gonna, I don't really think they're saying what they I don't think that what they're saying is true. They might be stringing me along. They might be talking to hear themselves. So it looks like you'll meet a person, but they're like hiding something. So you're gonna get the vibe right off the bat that they're like not telling you the truth, or they're just talking to you just to talk to you to see what you're about. I would say just be friendly. If you're not the type of person that says hi to, if you're interested in men, um, then I would say be friendlier or be more like, express your feelings, like express to, like, if you're interested in a guy, then just say, hey, how you doing, whatever, introduce yourself, make the leap, take the risk, and just try and talk to them first. Don't think about rejection, because if you get rejected, it's just God's protection. That's how you got to look at it, and it's their loss, not yours. So what I'm getting in the cards is, if you're interested in someone, then you have to like make some type of meaningful expression to the person so they can say, okay, yeah, Jordan likes me. So, or she said hi to me, so this is a good start. So what I'm getting here is, if you don't make the effort, then the effort's not going to be made to you. And if the effort is made towards you, then it's going to be like a process that's not going to be further, like, perceived by the person, or like going forward. They're gonna like delay the process, and they'll be like, well, if you're not acting towards me, then why should I act towards you? Like, if there's no action, then there ain't gonna be no inaction. Is going to be no inaction. Like, you're not gonna get no action at all. If that makes sense. If you have anxiety when you meet somebody, or you're like shy, or you're like, you don't really want to express your feelings, and that's holding you back from getting with someone that you like. And it's also like making you not persevere towards any type of love situations. You seem like a very understanding, friendly, and loving person, and you might have a sincere interest in someone, but this person is someone who you're going to have to say hi to or speak to. And if you are like making communication with this person, then they might be like, okay, well, maybe she does like me, or maybe you're giving off mixed signals or something like that. But if there isn't anybody around that you're talking to, then you're going to meet somebody in the next couple of days. I would say in the next 7 days or next week or so, you'll meet somebody. But if you don't continue the conversation, or you don't continue like showing interest, then you're just going to be single, and you're going to love yourself, and that's okay. But if you don't show, I'm getting action. like you have to show some type of action in order to get a reaction, from this person or from someone that you like. So if you really like somebody, I would say go for it, act on it, say something. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, I hope it does. But yeah, you're welcome, no problem. But I don't see like, any serious person unless you act on it. So it's kind of telling me that, I know a lot of women don't like to express themselves because, they feel like, the guy will be or the person will be like, nah, I get it, but I have a saying, closed mouths don't get fed. So if you never say anything, you'll never know. And if you say something and you get your answer, then that's a good thing. That's what I do. Like if I really like somebody, or if I feel like I have a chance with somebody, I'll say something. I'll be like, hey, and if I get no action, I'm like, all right, well, cool, next. That's not gonna like destroy me if I get rejected. I don't care. It's their loss, not mine. So you have to have I would say you have to have an attitude of let's just try. Or if you do get like somebody to come towards you this month, like in the month of June, like just act on their actions. Like just if they say something, you say something. If they text, you text. If they give you your number, yeah, take it. See where it goes. I encourage everybody to do that. I try to do it too, but it's kind of like I'm like whatever. I really don't care anymore. You know. Okay, sure, no problem. But yeah, I encourage people to stay single anyway until you really find some person that really is worth your time and your effort. Don't settle for, some regular person. If you're looking for love, sometimes you gotta allow love to look for you. And in the meantime, I always tell everybody, always work on yourself. There's always something you can do to make yourself better or make yourself feel more loved. Whatever how you define love as, you do that. But never give in to somebody just to give in to them. I would say like, allow things to do that. All right, Jordan, you said what are the Aries feelings and intentions towards you? All right, let's check. All right. This Aries feelings and intentions towards you is pretty good. I would say that they are. I feel like they want to secure. They want security. They want safety. They want family. They want home life. They want I feel like they have experience. Things in their life where they know what they want and what they don't want. I would say this person is brave, and they might come towards you and like talk to you and try and like get with you, and you might get some communication with this person, but they look at you as somebody who is like like they don't think that you're real enough. Like you might be just like waiting to be swept off your feet, and this person's like, I'm coming towards you, at least say something to me. I'm getting kind of like the same energy. I don't mean to harp on you or like say exactly what like the spirit's trying to tell me, that you might not be thinking that you're gonna have a chance with this person, or you don't have a chance at all. Now if you think that way, then you're gonna end up that way. So you have to be real, like say the truth, say what you want, say what every time this person asks you a question, say the truth, be honest. Like don't rebel against anything. Like just Don't think that you're gonna lose before you've tried. So this Aries person is feels like coming toward you, but they look at you like and say, I don't know what the heck Jordan's about because she never says anything, or she never does anything, or she doesn't like give me any type of like, you know, uh, signal or something like that. So if that's the case, Jordan, I would say be more real, be more you, like open yourself up to the possibility of, a relationship or love or anything, just a friendship to get to the love relationship. I think this person thinks you're a good person and honest person, and you mean well, but they think that you're timid. So you could be like shy, timid, and this person looks at you and says, you know what, I don't know what to think about Jordan because she doesn't say anything and she doesn't act on what I say, or I don't think she likes me, or I don't know what she's about. I have to figure her out. So this person's trying to figure you out, and they're in the unknown zone. Like they don't know anything about you, and if they do know something about you, it's not enough for them to be more than that. But their intentions are good. Well, there you go. So if you're not on speaking terms, then this person doesn't really think that you're real enough, or they think that you're rebelling against them. So if you're not on speaking terms, this person thinks that you're like against them, or you don't want nothing to do with them. So that's why they're not talking to you. But I feel like they want to, but it might be you cut off the communication, or you're not communicating with them. Or this person just thinks that you're too timid and they're not going to speak to you like that. But this person wants like to feel the communication and feel like, the security and the vibes. I think they're very focused on money, and they're very focused on like family life and maybe their own family. If they have a family, they're focused on that. But I feel like this person's brave enough to like talk to you and pursue you. But I think that you're holding back. They feel like you're holding back on them. Like they're kind of like blaming you for not being on speaking terms. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what I get. It's like this person wants to like talk to you, but they don't know how you're gonna react. You're welcome. I hope that made sense, but that's what I got. If there's no answer, that is an answer. No answer is an answer. So that's another thing I tell people. If you're not getting any communication, then that's your answer. But the only way you can get an answer is to communicate. Even if it's communication to get an answer that you don't want, at least you get it so you can move on with it and start worrying about it. I always suggest people to make the initiative to get something out of your mind if you don't want it there anymore. So if you're wondering if this person is, what their intentions and feelings are, outright ask them. So when you get it, you're like, okay, cool. Now I can move on, or now I can pursue the person, or now I know where their head is. So I know it sounds harder than it really is, but it isn't. It's just a matter of just opening your mouth and saying it. I wish everybody would do it. Then we would know, you know, what everybody's thinking and feeling and intentions are. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. I do. I always ask the question. Sometimes. I can't say I always do. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I agree, Tristan. That's why I never do that shit. Like if somebody's interested in me, like, and I'm not interested in them, I'll tell them straight up, and I'll be like, look, I don't want nothing to do with you. Sorry, you know, that's it. But I'm not the type of person that, I have to be nice. I'll just be nice. No, no, no. If I don't want nothing to do with you, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, so you don't waste your time or mine. I'll do it now. I didn't do it before, but I'll do it. I've been doing it since a good bit of years now. And I can't tolerate bullshit, and I can't tolerate people who just want a fling. Like, flings are not for me. It's either you're in or you're out. And don't come in for a little while and then leave. That's not gonna work either. Because you won't be getting nothing from me if that's the case. Like, I'm only on serious relationship mode. I don't want no friend zone shit. It's either you want a relationship or you don't. So when you come to me, you better be wanting a relationship, and a serious one. If not, then don't even think about anything else, because it ain't gonna happen. That's me right now, and that's me for the rest of my life. And I suggest everybody do the same. Don't settle for less, settle for the best. And always tell people exactly what your intentions are and exactly what you want from anybody. If you want a serious relationship, say so. If you don't, you want to fling, you just want to fuck, then tell the people that. Tell the person that. Just be honest. When you're honest, you get honest results. If you don't, then you're gonna have mixed feelings, then you're gonna create drama, and then you're gonna live a young and the rest is soap opera life. And that's no bueno. So difficult to find, decent people. Even it's hard to find decent friends, let alone relationships these days. And I feel like a lot of people have been hurt. There's a lot of people who have been hurt, brokenhearted, long-term relationships that turned sour, divorce. I understand. Like, everybody goes through their cycle in life. And I know that sometimes, a person who, comes off a bad relationship is gonna look at and critique you and look at you in a way where, I wonder if this person is gonna do the same thing to me that my ex did. So when you're dealing with a person that comes off the rebound or comes off, like, a bad relationship or a divorce, you got to understand what you're getting yourself into. Sometimes there's people that go through that, they want to get into a relationship fast so they don't look like the bad person in their divorce or their last relationship. And that's where you go wrong, hooking up with somebody like that. But that's not always the case. You have to analyze the person you're dealing with. You got to investigate them. It's very difficult, but you can make it easy by communication and making the right decision. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, Tristan. Yeah, exactly. I did the same thing not too long ago myself. I just deal with my family, my close friends, and people on here, and that's it. I rather talk to spirit than talk to these people in real life because they're a joke sometimes. Hey, Steven, how you doing, bro? You donated for 2. Thanks. I appreciate it. But that's good, Tristan. Just get rid of the people that no longer serve you. People are only in your life for a reason or a season. Some people are in your life. I'm 46 years old, and I only have maybe 5 people that I've known my whole life in my life. I don't really have like too many friends and people like that, even family members. I have at least like 10 people in my life that I speak to on a regular basis, and that's it. I used to have a lot more, but now I don't. My phone doesn't ring unless it's my clients or my family or my true friends, and that's it. I don't have nobody like on the outside aggravating me or like, people who are trying to get with me. I don't have that no more. I cut people off quick. Like I don't want nobody around me like that. I'm only taking good energy people only. As soon as I find out you're full of shit or you got bad energy, or I know what you want, like it's not what I want, then it's not gonna happen. Doing good, just got off of work. Oh, cool. How's work going? Steven, good? Work has been very busy for me. That's why I haven't been on here. I've been renovating a bedroom, painting, electrical, and now I'm putting down a vinyl tile floor. First time I've ever done it. So it's been a pain in the ass, but I'm almost finished. I'm always learning new things. I've never used a vinyl tile floor before. I've never I've tiled before with tile, but never with vinyl wood looking tiles. It's actually pretty cool. It's At first I kind of like was like, what the heck is this and how is this gonna work? And then once I started like, messing around with it and checking it, I got it down. It's pretty good. That's like the tile that's the floor that I'm doing. It comes in like a box and then you just put like the tiles on the floor. See, I had that section done. Couple rows I did. And now I finished the whole thing today. That was on Friday I started and I'm finished. I just got like 3 or 4 more pieces I have to cut tomorrow, and that's it. Yeah, it's vinyl flooring. Yeah, it looks like wood and it looks like tile, but it's not. It's like a vine. It's a vinyl floor, and it interlocks with each other. Like it's got you go up. You got to stick it up like this, and then put it in, and then click it in. It all clicks into place, and it's got like a rubber mat on the bottom, so it supports like the weight and stuff. And it's pretty. It's like about a 1/4 inch thick. Yes, it's first time I've ever worked with it before. I've done wooden floors before and tile, but never vinyl tile like vinyl flooring. It's like the new thing. So it's pretty good though. It's nice. It's waterproof. It's easy to clean. It's not easy to work with though, because like when you cut it, like it goes everywhere. Like when you cut it, I cut it with the saw, the table saw, and like all the shit goes everywhere. It's like it's like vinyl, so it's plastic vinyl, whatever. It's a pain in the ass to work with, and I got cuts like all over my hand from like the sharpness. But it's like the in thing now. Here in Bermuda, it's like a big thing. Everybody's selling it. So my client decided to go with that. They were gonna use carpet, but then they was like, "Fuck the carpet, we're gonna use this." And I'm like, "All right, I'll try and do it." I mean, it's not rocket science. It's pretty easy. The woman when I bought the stuff, the woman was like, "You can do it. You can do it." My 18-year-old daughter did it, and I'm like, "Okay, what are you trying to say?" She didn't know who she was talking to, but I'll send her a picture when I'm finished. She might give me some work. I might be doing that. It's actually pretty cool though. I think it's nice. It's a good product. It's a good flooring. It's good flooring. It's just a pain in the ass to deal with that when you're in the beginning and you have to cut. Like you have to interlock everything, so like you can't just like lay it down. You have to cut parts and like put a cut at one end, and then the next row will be all one row, and then like nothing to cut. And then the next one you have to cut, so like all the joints don't match up. You have to like stagger it. And no, I don't like wood flooring. I rather use tile. I like tile better than anything. I like tiling. The only problem with tiling is you're on your knees, and it hurts, and then you got to get up, cut the shit, bring it back. You got to make the stuff. Last year I tiled a pool deck, and it took a long time. We guys took a long time to do that deck, but it was like big ass tile too, 18 by 18 tiles. I tiled it last year. I tiled a pool, and I did the pool deck. I didn't do it by myself. I did it with my cousin. I put it all on Instagram, like some of it. But it's a pain in the ass. I rather tile than wood and vinyl. I've done all three, but I like tile. You know. I don't like wood flooring, to be honest. Wood flooring goes bad after a while if it's not done properly. And in Bermuda, like there's a lot of humidity and a lot of like dampness. Like that's what I tile is like, to me, is better because it lasts longer, it's sturdier, um, and it's easy to work with, and it lasts forever. The tile that's in this apartment right now is 30 years old, and this looks brand new. You just gotta, clean it. I'm not a wood floor type of guy. I don't like wooden floors. I like this wooden railing right here. Like I varnished that wooden railing. It was yellow when I came here. I varnished it all up and stained it. But like tile is better to me. It lasts longer, and it's a lot sturdier, and it looks a lot better to me. I love tile. That's just me personally. I like to work with tile. But tile can be a pain in the ass too. The easiest thing is carpet. Just lay the carpet down and that's it. All you gotta do is vacuum. But see, tile's so easy to clean. See, you just, mop it, swifter, mop, sweep, mop, whatever you want to do. And that's it. It's easy. Yeah. Tile to me is the best thing. I rather use tile everywhere. But sometimes if you're in a cold country, when you're walking on your tile, it can be really cold. So a lot of people like in cold places don't want to use tile, or unless they have a shitload of slippers. you know. You can ask your questions when you're ready, Steven. I'm ready for you when you are. You're spending a lot of time out of the house. Work is really good. Oh, nice. I'm glad work is good for you, bro. Same here. Work is good for me too. I've been very, very busy, which is great. I got a lot of work on right now, which is good. Business is good. I just wish I was younger. Do I do furniture? Yeah. I refurbish furniture actually. Like outdoor furniture, like metal furniture. I wish I had a picture to show you, but I have like metal furniture outside right now that I'm refurbishing. Like I sand it all down, grind it all down, primer it, repaint it. I'm doing metal furniture right now, which is a pain in the ass. You got to get the grinder, and you got to get the grinder with the steel brush. And I put on the grind, and it grinds it all out. You got to get paint remover and all sorts of crap. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass, but I do it. Yeah, I do pretty much a lot of things. I have like millionaire clients that they ask me to do all sorts of shit because nobody else wants to do it. It's like the furniture. Nobody's done that furniture but me. Like I redo furniture. Like I respray it. I strip it down right down to bare metal. It's a pain in the ass, but they pay me because they got the money to do so. It's very time consuming and it's very annoying to do. But once it's all done and all nice and sprayed up, it looks brand new. So I haven't sprayed that furniture in 4 years. It lasts 4 years and it still looks pretty good, but it's just faded because the sun beat the shit out of it for the last 4 years. So I did the table. Now I got 2 more chairs to do, and then I got another table and 4 chairs to do. I sometimes I post my work up on my Instagram. I haven't lately because I haven't really like had the chance to be messing around with social media. But I mainly do electrical. I've been on my own for 16 years. This September will be 16 years I've been on my own. But I mainly do electrical, construction. Like I can build things and stuff like that. I build walls, plaster walls. I do a little bit of plumbing, not too much. Like I'll change a water heater or something like that, or fix a pipe or something. But I'm not really into plumbing. I leave that to my buddy. And I do a lot of painting and spray paint, wall paint, anything, anything to do with a house, I can do. Like I varnished this wood rail. I sanded it all down to bare wood and then redid it, stained it, varnished it. I put in this window in the back of here. I put in like these windows. I take them out, put new ones in. I do all sorts of shit. I tile. I do a little bit of carpentry. I did the wood flooring this week. I'm the type of person that the more I learn, the more I earn. So the more I know, the more money I make, and the more knowledge I have to do the next job. But my passion is electrical. I can do like a whole house from start to finish, from floor up, from ground up. That's what I used to do for years since I was 30. No, sorry, not 30. Since I was like 22 to now, I've been doing electrical contracting. But I stopped doing it because like the contractors were just, they were always getting in trouble, drinking, smoking, and not doing their work properly. And then they made me look like I was a part of a circus. So I got rid of, I actually was supposed to do a job. It started 2 weeks ago and I declined. I don't want to deal with it no more. See, I'm an electrical subcontractor. So when somebody gets a job and they need an electrician, they call me, and then I price the job. If I get it, I get it. And then I work with people that I've never worked with, or I work with people that I know, but they don't do their job and I do mine. And the client's like, yo, what the heck's wrong with the plumber? He's an idiot. Or why is this guy like constantly fucking up this roof or this wall? And I'm like I'm the electrician, man. I don't care about these people, but they get me involved, and I just got tired of doing it. I just got tired of dealing with other contractors fucking up everything. So, but if like somebody hires me to do the electrical work, I can do the masonry, I can do the painting, I'll do it all. So I'm not like, I don't need no subcontractors around me. I'll do the whole thing by myself. That's how I made my money, and that's how I've survived, because I do everything on my own. Yeah. Being an electrician is a good job. It's a good art. It's a good talent to have. It's a good job to have. It pays good. If you're an electrician, you can make a lot of money. Like you could charge a lot of money an hour right now. The going rate for an electrician here is $75 to $100 an hour. You can't get an electrician cheaper than that unless you call me. I charge $65 an hour. And people hire me all the time because they say I'm the cheapest and I'm the best. I don't charge a lot because I don't think I think it's disrespectful to charge that much money. And I have like a millionaire clients, and I don't treat them like millionaires. You know what I'm saying? I know they got money, but I also know they want me to do the job and do it right, and you know, get a good rate. I rather charge less and get more work than charge more and get less work. Yeah, it's common knowledge, and like, you know, to be an electrician is not rocket science. It's pretty much, it's easy. You know, if you color code everything, you know, then you're all right. And you got to be very careful. That's all. Don't touch live shit, and if you do, be very careful. I touch live. I mean, I don't physically touch live stuff, but I work on stuff live all the time. It don't phase me. I've been doing it so long now that it doesn't affect me. I don't get scared or anything like that. If it goes, pop, you know, I don't really give a shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's normal shit to me. But I've been doing it for over 20, 25 years. I started when I was 21, and I've been doing it for 25 years. And I learned from a really, really good electrician. He's top notch. Yeah, because I've been shocked. Good one, Ninja. Yeah, I've had my share of shocks and the share of, you know, but I've never had like a serious, you know, shock where I'm like, oh my God, you know, I'm gonna die or something. Thank God. I remember one job I did, I was very skeptical about doing it because the place was old. And I had to rip out all the old electrical and put all new in. And I never forget when I started working there, I dropped to my knees and I prayed for about 10 minutes. And I said, please God, this is a shitty ass place. This is a shitty ass, you know, place to do electrical at. Please God, don't let this shit burn down, and please don't let me get a bad name from these fucking people. Like, if anybody saw me, they'd be like, "This fuck's wrong with this guy? He thinks he's at church." Honestly, I dropped to my knees and prayed because I was scared that something was gonna happen. Like when I was gone, because the place was so shitty. Like I regretted taking the job on because it was old electrical that was like 50 years old. Like electrical I've never seen in my life before I was born. Like breakers that like had a push button, and like, you know, the fuse ones that you screw in and all that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I had to rip it all out. When I ripped it out, like, you know, there's rusty pipes, and like I don't know if that shit's connected to somewhere else. I had to like always test it. And every day I leave, like I'll be like, please God, don't let nothing happen to this damn thing. Cause I had to leave half of it on and half of it off, and like do it in sections. So like everything was so old. Like the condominiums were like, you know, years and years old. But I ended up doing it and doing it all. In 3 months, I had the whole place rewired. People were so happy, and I was happy too because I finally got rid of all the old shit. Yeah, I went through an apprenticeship for, I would say, from like the age of 21 to 27. Like I would say I went, like I learned electrical within 8 years, like to be like to go on my own. But see, I didn't do just electrical all the time. Like I did a lot of construction and stuff. Like I learned from a lot of people. I never went to college. I'm a high school dropout. I dropped out of school when I was 17, and I went straight to work. I know how to do a lot of things. I'm a guy of many talents, and I never like say no to anything. Just like this vinyl flooring, you know, they were like, "Oh yeah, you can do it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I can. I'll do it." The first few rows that I showed you on the phone, that was my second try. The first time I did, I was like, "This doesn't look right. Like it's not interlocking properly." So then, like, I analyzed it and I went on YouTube and I saw a guy doing it. I looked on the box and it said a website, and I saw the guy do it, and I said, "Oh, okay. You have to like lift it up more and like lock it in and then push it down." So you have to like lock it in. So when I was doing it, I was just like putting it together and not seeing how, you know, how it was really interlocking. So then I was like, okay, I got it now. So I ripped all the 5 rows off and redid it. And then now it's like all perfect. Once I get like I just have to see something and then I just do it. Like I don't have to like I don't take too long to learn. Yeah, I got skills. Yeah. Some people don't think I do, but I do. It's just like learning like tarot cards. I mean, I've been doing this shit for over 20 years too, but I never really like, wanted to go in public and show people like I knew. But I know how to read cards. I know how to read tarot very well. I used to teach it. Actually, a couple years ago, I had a class on Zoom and I taught people how to do it during COVID. And, you know, I like doing a lot of things. I don't say no to learning. I like to learn a lot of things. I don't want to call somebody and say, hey, can you come and fix this? I can do it myself. And that's the best thing. Like when you have a house, like when you live in a house, you don't want to call nobody and pay them $100 an hour. Fuck that. You might as well do it yourself. And if I don't know, I'll learn. And now you have YouTube, not now, but you've had YouTube for years. So you can go on YouTube and say how to do this, and then it'll show you. Just like how I did with the flooring. I went on the box with the flooring came on. I went to the website. I looked at a demonstration video and I saw how they were doing it. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm got you. I can do that. So then I just went by the video and then now I have the whole floor done. It's done. I wish I had YouTube years ago to teach me more things, but that's how I learn a lot of things. I just watch people on YouTube and okay, that's how you do that? Oh, okay, cool. And now on TikTok, there's like a guy and he does mechanic shit. And he's like, no way. He's like this American guy. It has this like accent. He makes me laugh. Like he'll see how somebody does something and he'll be like, no way, for fuck's sake, I didn't know you can do that. And then like when I see his videos, like I'm like, fuck, I didn't know you can do that either. I learned something new today. Like there's so much to learn. People have no idea how much things you can learn. Like there's never like during COVID, everybody's like, oh, what am I gonna do? You can do a lot of things. And I think that COVID was a blessing because it made people learn different things because they needed another source of income. So they had to do other things. They had to learn something or they had to go back to the trade that they once did. And that's why that happened. Like the positive part of that, the last 3 years is getting to do different things to make income. It's just the way life is. That's why you got to take the negative and turn it into a positive. I remember when COVID hit, I couldn't go to people's houses and work. It was forbidden. I couldn't go nowhere. So what I do, I came on here and I know how to do psychic stuff. And I came on here and, made money on here for months during COVID that I couldn't work. If I didn't know how to be a psychic, what the fuck was I going to do? So it all worked out. It all worked out for me. Like God put me in the right place at the right time. I have him to thank and myself to thank to make the effort to, I was a psychic way before COVID, but I would have never predicted to myself that I was going to make money off of being a psychic during COVID times. But hey, that's what happened. It's always good to have more than one talent. Everybody was born with talents. You just got to open them up. You got to find them. You got to like reinvent yourself sometimes. Sometimes you just got to say, hey, look, you grab yourself by your own neck and say, look, I'm going to do this today. If you want to learn something, go for it. There's always time. You're never too old to learn. You're never like, you're not dumb. Anybody can do it. You just got to find a way. There's always another job. There's always another talent you can find. There's always something you're going to like, something you'll take liking to. And some people don't want to open their talents up. Some people are like, okay, I've always wanted to be this, but I don't know if I can. Of course you can. You can do it. I like to motivate people. I like to tell people like, you can do that and you can do this, or I'll help you, or you can, see this and you can get that. All right, Ninja, no problem. Thank you too. I appreciate it. Good night. I feel like everybody has multiple talents. You just gotta find them. If somebody told me 20 years ago that I was gonna start my own business and be successful, I would have laughed at them. I would have been like, yeah, right. I ain't got no luck like that. I always felt like I had bad luck. Like anything that I did, like didn't last long, or there was always somebody better than me, and I didn't like that. And I wanted to be the best at whatever I did, not in a fucked up way, but just personal goal way, a personal feeling. So now I don't try to be the best. I just try to be as good as I can for myself. That's all. I learned that the hard way too. That it's not about being the best. You just got to be the best for yourself and make money and be the best version of you and be the best for your client, be the best for your family, be the best you can be. You don't have to be the best in the world at what you do. You just got to be, good at what you want. And it's good to be good at multiple things. You never know when you're going to need it. It's always good to do different things. I don't know. It's just in me to do different things and to learn new things. I like that. Even if it's like cooking. If like last night, my nephew said, well, not last night, 2 nights ago, my nephew said, hey, Uncle Mark, you cook really good. Like, you think you can make shrimp risotto? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I was like, I don't know what risotto is. Because, it's like rice, but it's just a different type. It's like more, mushy, and like you put shrimps in it. We had it at a restaurant. I really like it. And I was like, all right, I'll go buy some shrimps and buy risotto and the sauce or whatever. We'll try it. So last night I made it and it came out perfect. And I've never eaten it before. And I was like, yeah, we can put this on our meal list now. Why not? Just try it. And I know how to cook really good too, thanks to my mom. My mom's taught me a lot, but my mom taught me, but I had to learn. Like I had to, I took videos of her doing food, and I have tons of videos on how to make food and how to make it the way she made it. So one day, she passes away. At least I got all the recipes on my phone. At least I got written everything down or videos of her making the food. And now when I make food here, I make it the way she makes it. And my mom always loves my cooking. I always like cook fish and give her fish and stuff like that. It's always good to learn, man. The more you learn, the more you earn. Even if you don't earn, just keep learning. It'll be beneficial to some way, somehow. I just need a new back and I'll be all right. Yeah, man. Make it your new mantra, bro. The more you learn, the more you earn. Just keep saying it to yourself and just say, you can do it, Steven. Anybody can do it, bro. I believe in you. Just believe in yourself. I always tell people, like, I came from nothing. I was born and raised in a ghetto area here. My family didn't have money, and my dad bust his ass day and night to put us in a good school. And now I make enough money to take care of my parents and keep them on track and make sure they're okay. It makes me happy to be successful at what I do and to help my parents now for helping me. And I value everything I have because I came from nothing. We didn't have back then I couldn't afford what I have now. It was impossible. I had one pair of sneakers, couple pairs of shorts, couple shirts. When we went to school, there's other kids, they had way more shit than we did. Everything we had was homemade or like given to us by somebody. But obviously now times have changed, and we're a lot better off than we were back then. That's why the generation today has everything. See, they don't know what it's like to grow up with nothing. They don't know what it's like not to have a PlayStation. And you know, these mofos, they got everything. These kids, they got too much. They got iPads, iPhones, computers. We didn't have no fucking computer. The first time I ever saw a computer was when I was in high school. That's when we had like a computer, the box ones. We never saw no laptops, no iPads, no phones. I didn't have no cell phone. My first cell phone I had was one of the big brick Motorola phone. And before phones, we had pages. When I tell people about pages, they're like, "What the fuck's that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was, to say this person's, page. You need to call them. That's for people who didn't have a phone." I remember I paid $15 a month to have a page. I look at my page, oh shit, someone, mom's calling me, let me call her back. And all of a sudden, cell phones came out. I bought my first Motorola brick phone. I think it was like $800. I was like 19 years old. And then after that, they had the little Nokias with the little antenna. I got one of those. Then I got a Motorola flip phone, upgraded to, big shot mode. Anybody who had a flip razor phone, you was the guy. I was like the in thing, flip phone. And now it's like every phone and it's like decent now. I actually got the iPhone 14. I've had it for a couple months and it's really nice. I had the iPhone 8 for 3 years. And everybody's like, "Man, you gotta upgrade." I said, "I ain't upgrading shit. This thing works. I came from nothing. Like this phone is perfectly fine. I don't need high tech shit." And then my phone wouldn't update. It wouldn't like give me notifications for Instagram, and like it was acting up. It was like pretty much pushing me to get a new phone. So I took my phone in. And they was like, "Oh yeah, the iPhone 8 like doesn't have this and doesn't have that." And I'm like, "Fuck you! I have to get a new phone." They're like, "Well, you don't have to, but if you want notifications and you want this feature and that feature," and I was like, "What's the latest phone you guys have right now?" And they're like, "Oh, iPhone 14." I was like, "All right, well, give me that one then, so that way I don't have to buy a phone for years to come." And then the woman laughed at me. She's like, "All right, honey, you be fine. The iPhone 14 ain't going extinct no time soon." I said, "Well, if it lasts me another 3 years like the iPhone 8 did, then I'm good." I said, 3 years time, I'll come back. She was like, "Okay." I said, "I'll come get the 17 when it comes up." She was laughing at me because I had from 8 to 14 was like a huge difference. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense being in a hurry to get another phone. If you got the 13, you're fine. I had the 8, so I had to upgrade. Like it was just not giving me any notifications. And the battery wouldn't last as long. This iPhone 14, the battery lasts for a long time. Like I don't have to charge my phone for like 3 days. It's really nice. I like it because it's similar to the 8. It's the same size, but I don't really care about phones like that. I'm not like a materialistic like phone type of person. I don't really care about new phones and things like that. I don't really care. As long as it rings and as long as I can text and talk on it, then I don't care. I don't really give a shit if it's 15, 14, 3, 5, 6. I don't give a shit what it is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what they do. You're right. They make you want to get a new phone because the battery doesn't last. It deteriorates over years. I remember when I was using my iPhone 8 on Instagram and I was doing readings, I had to have it plugged in the whole time because the battery was pretty much shut. So I was like, I ain't getting a new phone. I don't care. It's not like mean, I can afford it. It's just I didn't want it. I don't like getting new phones. You got to transfer this. You got to do that. You got to learn how to do this. I ain't got time for that shit. I just want my phone to ring, pick it up. Hello. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, bye. Somebody texts me. Okay, text you back. I don't really give a shit about notifications and all that stuff. Not like that. But the battery thing is kind of better now because I don't have to charge it every time. Even the iPhone 14, it has a different plug. Like, you could use the old plug. It doesn't matter. But now it's got like a different thing. It's like a pain in the ass. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm used to it now. But it's all good. I don't mind. It's nice to have a new phone. Gotta upgrade every now and then. I can't remember what I paid for that phone. I think I got it for 3 something. I think I paid 360 or 380 for this iPhone 14, but I got it on like a sale thing where I had to give my iPhone 8 in exchange for the 14, and they took money off of it or some bullshit. I can't remember. I got it for a good price. And it's on like a 3-year contract or whatever the heck it is. I don't even know. I just paid for it. I don't give a shit. As long as it works, I'm happy. I'm very easy when it comes to phones. I just if it rings, it's a good thing. How that? Yeah, no problem, bro. I don't mind chatting. I just don't want you to think that I'm chatting. I'm not going to answer your question. It's slow in here tonight. Everybody came in and gone, so we're good. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, that's good. Well, that's a good thing. The less you see him, the better. All right. He feels like you're doing the right thing. He feels like you're he feels that you're doing you're working. He knows you're working, and he knows that you have good intentions, and he feels that you're being more consistent with your life, and he likes that. He doesn't want to have any fights or any he doesn't want to harass you. I think that because you're being, I don't know how successful David is, but I think there's a little bit of jealousy there that he knows that you're succeeding now, or you're doing, you, and you're happy and you're going about your life. Like, I think there's a little bit of jealousy in the background there with him. That's how he feels about you right now. He feels jealous, and he feels like he's stuck, and you're like, because your life is better, he feels stuck, and he feels jealous that you're succeeding and he's not really succeeding as much. But I don't know. That all depends on him. But I still think he feels that way. Like, he thinks that the adversity between you guys is like diminishing. He feels like, that there's no adversity between you guys. But like I just get weird vibes off of him, Steven. Like he still like feels like you have an ulterior motive. Like what is he really doing? Like is he tricking me, or is he trying to get my attention? Is he like really working? But I think he does know that, he knows that you have good intentions. He knows that you're trying to be consistent and you're trying to make your life better. He knows that. But there's still like a feeling of jealousy, or like just like stagnation. Like, he doesn't know how to feel. Like he's stuck. Like, should I say something? Should I not say something? He is nicer now. Obviously, like you said, I feel like his energy is better, but he's also like, what is his zodiac sign? Because I feel like he's the type of person that always like watches you or worries about what you're doing or wants to know what you're doing. And like that's the thing here. Like, he's wondering if, he's fearing like, is this gonna last? Is this gonna be like, is this gonna work? Hey Amanda, how you doing? Like he's always wondering yeah, he's always wondering like what you're up to, if you're really doing what you're supposed to do, or you're like, bullshitting them type of thing. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm glad you're doing good. Welcome here. So yeah, Steven, I would say David's still, I feel like he is better, his energy is better, but he's still like wondering if you're lying to him, or you're keeping something from him, or he just wants to know what you're doing because that's what he wants to know. Yeah, exactly. But it seems like he does, He doesn't even know what you're into, but I feel like he wants to know. And because you're not around a lot, he says, oh, well, he must be busy. He must be working. He must be really, on his grind now. So like I feel like he's, pokey, like he wants to know more about you, but he doesn't. And I feel like he wants to know, or he just wants you to outright tell him, hey, this is what I'm doing, by the way. I don't know if you care, but this is what I'm doing. That's what he expects from you. But as long as he like gets his money from you, I think that's all that matters. And because he gets that, he's not asking questions. But if you weren't paying him, then he'd be like, yo, what the heck are you doing? Like, what? You have a job or what? Or what the heck's going on with you? I also feel like he's not generous. He's just like a person who he might be being nice to you, but I think it's because like everything's okay. Yeah, but he's the type of person, like I've told you many times, he's the type of person, he doesn't want you to know what he's doing, but he wants to know what you're doing. Even if he doesn't get it out of you, he's gonna try and find out. Because I still like today, when I read his energy, I get like a jealousy energy. Like he might be jealous that you're not around and you're doing your thing, and it's not like, he's like, how does this guy do this? Like, or what the heck is he doing? Or like, how is he like, surviving, or how is he doing this without me not knowing anything? See what I mean? Like that's what the cards are telling me. He's kind of like that today. But I do feel like he looks at you in a good way though. Don't get me wrong, he might be feeling like that, but I feel like, he knows that you're doing the right thing. But he wishes he would know for sure. Like if you're not outright telling him what you're doing, then he's wondering what you're doing. And I feel like I always tell you that. And it always comes up in the cards. It's like, I don't know, he might be envious of you for some reason. And I know that sounds crazy sometimes because people always say, like, Mark, do you really think? I say, yeah, of course. Of course, people are like that. People are always worried about what somebody else is doing because they ain't got nothing going on in their life. Or their life is so boring that they want to know about yours. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't like to communicate, but he wants you to tell him. He wants you to outright say to him, "Oh, guess what, David? You're like, I'm working at this place and I'm doing that." Like he wants you to open up the communication because he won't. You see what I mean? It's like he's kind of like wanting that, but he knows he's not gonna get it. Hey Virgo, good evening, sweetie. How are you? I'm great, thanks. Been busy. Busy. Busy bee. But busy is good, even though sometimes I don't like to be busy because it takes up too much of my time. But it's all right though. That's good. I try to stay busy so I stay, focused on the big picture. I've been dreaming a lot. I don't know why, but I've been dreaming like every night. And I have a lot of dreams like about trying to get out of the place that I'm in, which is the weirdest shit ever, but whatever. I feel like I'm trapped in my dreams, but not in a bad way, but like not in a forceful way, but like I'm always trying to get away from something. It's weird, but whatever. I don't know why I don't dream about being at like on the beach of a couple chicks in bikinis, or I don't know why I don't dream these type of things. Like, cause that's what I really, would like to dream about is me and a couple chicks, or me and a couple people like having fun, me and my broskies, and having fun or something. Or, it just don't make no sense. I don't know why I have these stupid ass dreams where I'm in a building or I'm in a boat or I'm somewhere and I'm trying to like get away from people or trying to get out of this place, or I can't find the way out. I'm in like a maze in my dreams. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't affect me or anything. Like nothing bad happens to me in the dreams, but I'm like, what the heck is this all about? Like, why am I always trying to find a way out of somewhere when I don't even do that in real life? So yeah, that's what my dreams are about. Trying to figure that out. Yeah, exactly. It's not important. Yeah, you're right. All right, Steven, you said, what does my job search look like in June? I like my jobs, but trying to get new professional contract work. All right, let's check, Steven. Okay. Well, Steven, if you're looking into something business wise, um, it looks good. I feel like you'll get a job where you have to be responsible and creative. Um, and the reason you'll get this job and you'll feel good about it is because you're a considerate and generous person, or at least try to be. Like if you want to learn something, you'll be able to learn it. You just have to be very responsible and creative and professional. And if you do so, it'll be a good business adventure for you. Now, the people that you're going to work around or work with is the issue. They might, have a conflict of interest. You might not be able to work with these people. You might have difficulty understanding them, and they might leave you in suspense. And it's women. Like there's two women that you might work around that might like piss you off because you might be better than them at their job, or they might feel threatened by you because you're a man, and they might like neglect you or make you feel like the pressure of fear or whatever. Or you might not trust these people when you work with them. So just be aware of the people you work around, but you'll be overall happy in the month of June as far as your work. It's something that like, when you do have this job in June or whatever, whenever you do work, right? Just know that don't mix the past with the present. Like, don't like if you know that things happen in the past, don't continue to do it in the present. And like, but you'll be happy. You'll feel like you're finally gonna have a good and a good luck, and you'll be very happy and you'll be satisfied with what you do, whatever you're going to do. The main thing here is if you're considerate and you're professional at work and you do your job, and I tell everybody this, if you do your job and you're professional and you do everything without hating on those people or giving those people that hate you the same energy back, then you're going to be fine. Now, if you entertain these two women that you're working with or these two people that you're working with, then you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to allow their negativity to want make you want to leave the job or regret having it. So remember, when you're new and you're coming into a job, the people that are there are going to try to, I wouldn't say bully you, but like try and act like they know more than you. But once they see you progress and once they see you, overcome the obstacles, they'll leave you alone, and you'll feel a lot happier after you don't entertain them. Because I see that these people are just gonna cause like, you know, yeah. And if it's happened before, then it's gonna happen again because that's your pattern. Because that's the energy you give off, and because you're I believe you said you're a Gemini, right? You're an air sign. I can't remember what sign you said you were. I think you're a Gemini. Well, because like you're a person that wants to um learn and wants to like be successful. Like that's gonna come across to people that are already there as a threat. But don't worry about them. Just do your job and fuck them. Who cares? But I see you being very happy in the month of June. Yeah. Yeah, I knew you were. I thought you were an Aquarius, but you're not. It's the other guy that's Aquarius. Yeah. But yeah, Gemini. See, Geminis are very like persistent. They want to be the best at what they do, and they want to do like the best they can. They want to be a good employer, employee. They want to be good at what they do. They don't want to be second place. They want to run shit. So that's perfectly fine. Keep doing that, and that's the best thing you can do for yourself. Is keep proceeding and keep doing whatever. But you'll be happy. I got the star card there at the end, so it's telling me you're gonna be happy with your choices. Yeah, Nick is the Aquarius. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Nick's kind of the same way. He's like, gets, irritated at work from everybody else. But I keep telling him the same thing. Just do your job, bro, and fuck those people. And he does just that. I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's all right. I know he's been busy too. But yeah. But us air signs, that's what happens to us. We get involved, we do the best we can, but it comes across as bad to other people sometimes. I don't like when people like judge me and like disrespect me because I want to be good at something. I'm not here to take your job. I'm here to like succeed and do my job. If you don't like it, that's your insecurities and your fucking problem. But see, people are, they're weird like that. Virgo, you know how much I love Virgos. I always get along with Virgo people. I love Virgos. Virgos are like almost the same thing. They like to be good at what they do. They love money. They want to make money and they want to be the best they can. Like Virgo energy is almost like air sign energy. Like they remind me of my qualities and my thing. And I have Virgo moon anyway, so I'm kind of like got that Virgo energy too. I love my Virgo people. They're good people. The women are the men I can't stand, but the women are cool. Some men I can tolerate. Some Virgo men I can tolerate. My nephew is a Virgo. I love him to death because me and him get along. See. But I know a lot of Virgo people that are go-getters. They like to work. They like to succeed. You know, they like to talk, they like to communicate, they like to be the best at what they want to be, you know, and things like that. Hey Tristan, I got your donation. You can go ahead and ask a question, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I have a few Virgo friends and they were all smart. They ask a lot of questions. You know, they always like game, they're always willing to make money, always willing to work. You know, they're always wanting to find a way. You know. Appreciate you too, bro. I like anybody who's trustworthy. I don't care what your sign is, really. I do care what your sign is sometimes. I don't really like too many Aries and Capricorn people, but because they're annoying. But not all of them are the same, though. I know I have a few Capricorn and Aries friends that are like perfectly fine. Then I have some other ones that are bipolar, annoying, obnoxious, mental, all the above. Okay, sure, I'll check. All right, let's check. Tristan. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm Virgo moon and I'm double Aquarius. I'm Aquarius sun and rising. And I'm Venus in Aries. That's the only Venus, that's the only Aries I have in me is Venus is you know in my Aries and Venus. I think that's why I am the way I am because I'm a double Aquarius. Double the pleasure and double the fun, just like Doublemint gum. Like that, Virgo? All right. Tristan, do you have a grandmother in spirit? I like to talk a lot of shit. You know me. You do? Okay. She says you gotta get off your ass and you gotta do shit. You can't just stay home and do nothing. She outright just said that to me. She says he gotta get off his ass and he's gotta like get himself motivated. He's gotta go do things. She says you gotta get off your ass. I don't know if she talked like that, but she pretty much says you gotta get off like you gotta do things. She wants you to like be more progressive, be more you know. Yeah, sure, Amanda. Right after I answer Tristan's question, I'll give you a card. But that's what she's saying. You gotta get more motivated and be more progressive. Be more like trust your intuition and like do what you have to do to make yourself happy. Like see how you said you're tired, you're struggling, and you want to know what you have to do. If you know what you want to do, you might not be doing it. You might not be like wanting to do it, but you're stuck and you just feel like you don't want to do it, but you should. So like I always like I've been saying during this live, if you want to do something you're really passionate about, then do it. You don't need people around you. You just need to do things yourself, and get off your ass and make things happen for you, not for anybody else. You got to make it happen for yourself. You got to stop me. Okay, Virgo, no problems. Take care, sweetie. Stop making the same mistakes. Stop repeating the same errors. Don't be too kind. Don't exercise your generosity too much to certain people. Um, you might be vulnerable and people might see your vulnerability and take advantage of you. Try not to let that happen. Don't make impulsive mistakes, and don't deal with conceited people. Like, don't deal with any fools and people that are around you. I know you said you cut off a whole pile of people, and that's good. So they're saying that's a good thing that you cut off those people because they're all conceited, and there might be a bunch of fools that don't know their ass from their elbow. The spirit wants you to have deep concentration and apply yourself to learning more, studying. If you want to study something or you want to learn something, they're saying, have the desire to learn and create my new ideas. Like, be a person that wants to bear good news. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, she's saying that because you might feel lonely or you might feel like you have to separate yourself. She's saying that it's good to do that though. She's saying you can talk to her in the background if you want to and be like a person that's more intensely perceptive on your ideas and your knowledge than what you know right now. Like, I don't know if you like art or you like creating things or you like making things. Like, maybe that's something that you want to do but you don't do it. That's something that you can focus more on, is your creation of things. Like, if you like to make things or you like to draw things or you like art or any type of like crafts or things like that, just like a hobby you have that you might think that's not really going anywhere, it's something that can actually go somewhere if you do have a hobby. Yeah, see, there you go. And she's saying that's something you have to get off your ass and do, because once you do that, you'll start to meet the right people, do the right things, and get the right situation come to you. So if you're feeling tired and you're feeling like, struggling, she's saying that you have to make it happen. Like, no one's going to say, hey, look, come with me, Tristan. We're going to be great together. She's saying you got to be great on your own first. She's saying that you're good at doing those things and you should be doing them. You should be like doing more of it. That's what she's telling me. Like, and stop. She's also saying, Spirit's also saying, don't be hard on yourself in your love life. Like, if your last relationship scarred you or made you feel a certain way, don't like keep dwelling on it. Don't worry about why it happened or when it happened or how it happened. Just know it happened for a reason and you can just disconnect from it now. Like, trying not to worry about who was at fault or why it didn't work or why nothing's working now. Like, she's saying be very concentrated on you learning new things and being and respecting knowledge and yourself and the knowledge that you have. Yeah, okay, no wonder. Yeah, he's stubborn and cheap. Yeah. No, I thanks for telling me, Stephen. I was wondering what his sign is. Yeah, a lot of tourist people are stubborn and cheap, and it's their way or no way. So yeah, I get it. That's why he's probably like that. And they can be like kind of jealous of other people. Not really, but sort of. It all depends on what type of person they are, but I think that he is. But yeah, Tristan, I would say keep learning. Just like respect the knowledge that you've been given. You know what I mean? That's what they want you to do. Spirit wants you to respect the knowledge that you're like. See how you say you like learning and making crafts and taking classes? They want you to respect that knowledge because that's the knowledge that you need to respect in order to gain and to get more. But you can respect the spirit knowledge too, because spirit knows best. You're asking me what they want you to know. So, that's pretty much what they want you to know. They want you to respect the knowledge that you receive and the knowledge that you're getting. Like, respect it and like use it. Respecting it is also using it, but in a good way. Amanda, I'll give you your message now. But it seems like you're doing the right things, Tristan. If you are like learning and making crafts and taking classes, then that's what you want. Your grandmother was present, so she's saying you just got to get off your ass and make it happen. So be more active is what I would say to do. Like, don't just sit home and wait for shit to happen. Just make it happen. Like in this month, this June, like just try and do that. Like get more knowledge. All right, Amanda. Amanda, think before you speak. Self-love is the best love. And your last card, Amanda, is your ex might be thinking of you. You're welcome, Tristan. I would say also, like, if you were close with your grandma and like because she was present in the reading today, I would say like acknowledge her, like say, hey grandma, you know, like nudge me in the right way if I'm not doing the right thing. I know you said to Mark to tell me get off my ass. I will, you know, I will like, you know, get knowledge, respect the knowledge. I will like I'll do what you're telling me to do. You know, and just say it out loud to yourself when you're home, like, and you know, and just say, "Hey, thanks, Grandma, for coming," you know, and telling me things. Like when you do that, you're like pretty much showing that you're respecting their knowledge and respecting their presence. So it doesn't hurt to like, you know, talk to her at all. So just keep talking to her and you know, ask her to nudge you in the right way, but don't wait for the nudge. Just accept it. You know. Yeah, absolutely. No, you can do both. You can do both. Like if you feel like talking out loud, you know, go for it. If you don't, then that's fine. Either way, you're gonna get the point across because they know you're talking to them. Just address her in your mind. If you don't want to say it out loud, you can address her in your mind. Say, "Hey, grandma," you know, just do that. Hey, Abba, Sharma, how you doing? So Tristan, just keep do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you want to talk out loud, go for it. If you want to like you know, say it in your mind, it's the same difference. But you can do both. I would say like, you know, I do both myself. It just depends on who I'm talking to. You're good, good to hear. All right, Abba Sharma, your card is you will find out more information soon. Take a social media break and use COVID as motivation, not an excuse. Yeah, I when I made this deck, COVID was like, you know, a big thing. But it still is. COVID still exists. People still use COVID as an excuse. Oh, COVID fucked my life up. Yeah, sure. You know, COVID messed my life up. You know, I heard somebody say that the other day. Oh, COVID ruined my life and I'm just starting to get back on track. That's why I wrote that card. Like, don't use it as an excuse. Use it as motivation. Like, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna let this take over my life. I'm gonna make shit happen. Like, you know, like that's why I was so. That's why I made this card because it was annoying to hear people say that because I used it as motivation. I didn't use it as an excuse. So, not saying that people get that card are using it as an excuse, but the best thing to do is use it as motivation. All right, let's see, Tristan. All right, don't lend money if you want it back, because lending money to someone that doesn't give you back the money, then you're not going to get it back. Treat yourself to a manicure or a pedicure. I need one myself. And if you're wondering if someone's going to get karma, don't worry. They will get karma. Karma will get them. So that might be to do with your friends that you cut off. Don't worry, they'll get karma. I always sit back and watch anyway. I don't wish karma on anybody. I just sit back and wait for them to get it. And then I just say, okay, well, there you go. You're welcome. No problem. Like what? What do you mean, June or July? Because that reading I just gave you was pretty much for this month. It's like the next 30 days. So what do you mean? You want one for July? Yeah, you can. It's up to you. I would suggest getting a July reading, like when you're 2 weeks into June. I wouldn't. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but my suggestion is to get it 2 weeks from now, so that way the energy is closer. You know what I mean? But if you want to get it, it's up to you. But my suggestion is to get it in 2 weeks' time, so that way, like, the energy is closer, so you can get the energy, like, that's just my opinion. But if you want it now, that's fine. I can do it. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I can do the July one for you. That's cool. I can give you a general reading for July. Thanks for the donation, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll give you a general reading for July. Let's see what July will bring. I don't know if you are going like on a trip or something like in July. You might be going away in July, or you might be going like on a car trip, or just like if you're thinking about traveling, then you probably will travel. Or there might be an option where you might travel and you're thinking about it. If you're not traveling, then you might be driving a lot, or going somewhere to like visit somebody, or just going like on like a short term trip or a short hop here and there or wherever. That's a possibility. If you want to go away in July, you can. It's an option. If not, then this is just you making the effort to persevere in your journey, in that journey in July. Like whatever you're planning on in July, looks like you'll be like, just don't rush into anything. Like in July, don't rush to make a decision. Don't like think you have to do something. Just like take it day by day. Um, Try and stay out of any conflict that's influenced towards you. If somebody like tries to start conflict, just like, move away from it and try not to like tolerate it or try not to deal with it, because it's only going to lead in more adversity or more trouble or more turmoil. Um, could be a guy like that you talk to that like you get into a little argument with, and this person is someone who you know personally, might be younger than you, somebody younger than you. Like, I don't know if you have a younger brother. Could be like a younger brother starting trouble with you or just being an idiot and saying something to you that triggers you. If you don't have a younger brother, then it could be a younger friend of yours that, pisses you off, and you just have to like, it's unexpected what they say to you. And it might be like you just going back and forth with the person, and then you'll discontinue talking to him because you don't want to deal with that person anymore. Um, I see that there's some decisions you're gonna have to make, but before you proceed with the decisions you make, you might be reluctant on making these decisions, and you might feel like you can't make the decision at that time. So there might be a decision you have to make in July concerning like work or like a person, and it might be a decision you have to make with the friends that you just released. Some of your younger friends might, I see younger energy. So the person can be a year younger, a couple months younger, whatever. As long as they're younger than you, then I see that this person is going to be acting up or like trying to make you feel some type of displeasure, or like create like a bad situation, like gossip or lying or something like that. And this person, and there's like, I see you dealing with people in July. Like you're going to be dealing with multiple people that are not good. And these people are going to like try and cause you from doing what you want to do. So don't allow these people to take your energy, or to like make you feel a certain, way. Yeah, it's like, and it's more than one person. It could be two to three people that you know personally that will try to cause conflict or just say shit about you that you're not really not wanting to listen to. So the main thing here, and my suggestion to you, Tristan, is to ignore ignorance. Like don't listen to these people. Don't be triggered by what they say, because they want a reaction. They want you to react to what they're saying. They want you to like blow up or say something. Like, some people can't handle disconnection. So if you've cut people off, they can't handle that. So these people might come back in July to like, start trouble, or be like, hey, why you cut me off? Or I haven't seen you since, and now I see you. So what the fuck? Like, what you got to say? Why are you dealing with me this way, or why you been doing this? Or this could be more people that you're about to cut off. And it's a good thing, to cut these people off. But I think that some of the people here could be to do with work. Like you might have a woman that works with you that you cannot understand, because they only understand one thing, and that's conflict. They only understand bad shit. So because you might be positive, this person is negative, that they're going to constantly try to do or say things to you that's going to aggravate you. So be aware of this person, okay? The woman. Looks like she has brown hair, and she's not good at all. So there's a lot of adversity here between you and other people, and it's okay to have that because it only means you're doing something, you know. No, I see a man, a younger guy, and I see a woman, and I see another younger person. The younger person could be a male as well, so it could be two men and a woman. There's three different people here, and you're gonna deal with all three in July, and none of them are decent. Yeah. So it could be like this could all be work related. Yeah. But I have here two men younger, and I have a woman, and the woman has brown hair, and the guy he has like he's younger, and could possibly have a beard. One of them have a beard, and one of them don't. One of them might be really younger and just be an ass. So the younger ones, they could be like 5, 10 years younger, or the other one could be like a little bit younger. But they're younger. The guys are younger, and the woman is a bitch. So you gotta watch out for these people. Like they're not gonna harm you, but they're just gonna be in your path. They're going to try to annoy you, but you just gotta stay away from 'em, you know? Yeah. Just stay away. If they're coming up in the reading for July, then it's basically saying that they're not going away, but you can avoid them. And this comes with the major effort. You know what I mean? You've got to be very perseverant. You know, you got to use your perseverance and your fortitude to like make the decision into escaping from this, like escape their trouble, escape from their like, shit. Yeah, they were the reason I wasn't invited to the thing. Yeah, that whole situation there, when I answered that, you know, that's fucked up. I can't believe that shit. But that's what it was. Like there's the people that you can't be around. See that shit? How you take care of the animal and then like you just get disrespected? That's weird ass people. See, those people are like, they just used you. See, you gotta this is why like I'm gonna tell you, you gotta listen to me, bro. Fuck everybody and just deal with yourself. Don't help nobody no more. So you gotta exercise your generosity. And what I mean by that in English is you gotta stop being nice. You gotta be nice to Tristan. You gotta be nice to yourself. You can't be nice to the outside world no more. When somebody says, "Hey, can you do?" No, you can't. No. Can you help? No. You gotta learn how to say no. And it's just no, no, no. And who cares what their feelings get hurt? Who cares if they say shit about you? What matters is you take care of your well being and do what's best for you. Don't help nobody no more for a while. I mean, obviously, if you want to help your mom, your dad, or whoever, your closest friends and your closest people who help you can help them back. But if these people ain't helping you, fuck them. You gotta have the attitude. You gotta wake up one day and just say, "Look, I gotta keep worrying about myself. I can't help nobody. Fuck 'em." You gotta have that attitude for the next couple months. If not, you're gonna keep getting reeled in to people's bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Way too much drama for no reason. Hey, Hermana, how you doing, sweetheart? How you been? Did you come back from your trip already? I know you said you were going away. Yeah, you gotta say no. It's good, us Aquarians, we don't have no problem saying no. Fuck 'em. Okay, cool. It was fun, great. So it was good. Yay. But yeah, Tristan, I would say, man, just like Yeah. That's good, Hermana. But yeah, that's the thing, Tristan. You don't be super nice no more. Fuck that shit. Yeah, exactly. I know, bro. That's how I grew up too. That's how I still am. I'm still nice, but I'm only nice to people who deserve my niceness. See, you gotta be selective on who you deal with. And I know you're learning that now. I know you see that now. But see, the best thing you said tonight in this whole chat is that you cut off people that cause drama. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. The more people you cut off and the less people you have in your circle, the better your life's gonna be. Let me tell you something. I had tons of friends, and that was the worst thing I had was friends. Now that I have like a little bit of people in my life, my circle is very small, and it's made my life a lot better. People think you have to have a lot of friends in order to be happy. That's not true. The less friends, the more happy you are. The more friends, the more drama you have. So that's why the reading in that reading this came up. Where these people are gonna try. See, the less you do and the less you say, the more they attack you. The more they want you to like. I don't like the fact that Tristan is fucking to himself and he's happy. I don't like. Let's rile him up. Let's try and get to him. Like people that see you like cool and all that, they don't want to see that. And sometimes I say that on here, and people are like, Mark, but that's not true. I say, yes, it fucking is true. It just don't happen to you, but it happens to me. Because when let me tell you something, when you're like on the right track and you're doing the right thing, there's always that one, two, or three people around you that say, you know what, I want to fuck this person's life up because they can't be happy. They can't be happier than me. Or I don't want them to be happy. That shit's annoying. I want you to be fucking miserable like me because misery loves company. There's actually people who are that delusional in this world that want to see you fail. They want for no reason. They just want to see you fuck up because they don't like you. I don't like Mark because he has his own business. He's always happy. He's always talking shit. He's always nice. I don't like people like that. I want him to be miserable. Fuck him. Let's go do something to him. There's actually people who do that shit. But I ignore these people. I ignore people like that. It don't make no sense. I don't even give a fuck. You can try and get me all you want. It ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna be laughing at you, and that's gonna piss you off, and then you're gonna leave. But that's just the thing, they're not gonna leave you alone. But you can leave them alone. See, they can't leave you alone, but you can leave them alone. That's the difference, and that's how you have to learn. That's what you have to learn is they can't leave you alone, but you can leave them alone. And no answer is an answer. Silence is better than bullshit. Remember those things. Remember, I taught you that. That's how I live my life, bro. My brother-in-law, for all this year, since January till now, my brother-in-law is getting a divorce with my sister, and it's almost done. And he's been trying to get me bad, and I'm just ignoring him. I'm like, whatever, bro, you can't get me. He's still trying to get me. He's still trying to gossip and talk shit about me and do things to me to make me mad or do things to the people I love to see if I'll go beat him up so I can go to jail. I ignore that shit. I don't even care. You can say whatever you want, bro, because it's all lies anyway. Like I'm at the stage in my life where I don't really care what anybody says about me. It don't faze me no more. I'm just gonna laugh, to be honest, because lies don't. It should never faze you. If people are lying about you and gossiping about you and trying to disrespect you, just laugh at them. I know it's fucking hard because sometimes you want to knock the shit out and knock them out or say something to them or counteract them or fuck them off. The best thing to do is just ignore them. My mom, I don't agree with a lot of things she says and does, but one thing she says is ignore ignorance. And she says it very well, and it's true. If you ignore people's ignorance, then you'll go a long way in life. You're welcome, bro, and thank you. You know what I mean, Hermana? I ain't gonna have time for these fucking people. See, but we have to get. I personally have got myself to the level which I thought I'd never get to, and that is ignoring ignorance, ignoring people, and just like whatever you can say, whatever you want. If somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, look, this person said this," I wouldn't even care. I'll just diss them and then just go about my business. I'll be like, "Oh, really? Well, guess what? They're this, and this. Fuck them. I don't care." And that's the end of the conversation. That's it. I ain't even gonna entertain nothing. As soon as I hear that person's name again, I'll be like, I don't care. Oh, but what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Oh, but they said this about you. I don't care. It's not true. It's a lie. So why am I gonna worry about that lies for? Oh, he's gonna do this and do that. Well, when he does, well, we'll meet that when he comes to. He ain't gonna do shit because I know him. I said that shit today. I was like, I don't care what he does and what he says. I don't give a fuck if he's that way or this way. He ain't gonna do shit to me. One thing about me, I live in my own world. I'm a legend in my own mind, and that's all that matters. I dare you. Now you're not gonna like the consequences afterwards. That's what I tell people. I dare you fuck with me. You ain't gonna like it. Cause I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna fuck you off. You're just gonna get instant karma. And that's your problem, not mine. People who fuck with me now, they get instant karma. I'll just hear about it. Oh, guess what? So and so that happened to me. I say, oh well, that's their problem. That's what they get for fucking with me. You should have left me alone. Spirit don't play around. I work for God. I work for spirit. I work for myself. And when you fuck with me, you gotta deal with everybody else. I feel sorry for you. I really do. And I'm the type of guy. I'm humble. I don't do nothing to nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. I just do what I have to do, and I'm doing my business. You want to fuck with me? That's your problem. I feel sorry for you. I really do. And once you get to the level that I'm on now, you'll understand what I'm saying is correct. But you have to believe that, though. Don't wish karma. Don't wish nothing on nobody. Just sit back and watch the fucking show unfold. That's what you got to do. That's what I do every day. And do you know that I work every day, and then somebody will come to me and say, "Hey, Mark, guess what? You know that guy that, yeah? Oh, yeah, he did something happened to him that he did that." I was like, oh, well, I told you. They shouldn't have fucked with me. That's what they get. Not my problem. I feel sorry for him. And that's how everybody should perceive their life. You know? You ignored your mom last week, her dirty mouth. Yeah, they don't pay your bills, you're fucking right. And even if they did, fuck them anyway. Yeah, exactly. I learned that, a lot recently, Hermana. I've learned a lot that I've given myself to God, and I know that God's got my back. But see, I work with spirit every day. Spirit's got my back, and my auntie, her funeral was today. And that's another person I have on my side. And she told me, this week, my auntie told me in spirit, she goes, Mark, I appreciate everything you do for my family and for your family. I appreciate it, what you done for me. I'm got your back now, I'm another part of your spirit army. So my spirit army got even stronger this week with my auntie's death. But see, I don't look at it as, I don't mourn her death because I have her spirit. And that's all that matters. I'm happy, that she's on my side. Her and her husband, I love them to death, and I know that they have my back, and I saw them in spirit, and then they're fine. So now, like I'm getting more and more powerful with the death of of members of my family. That's how you gotta look at it. You're not supposed to like be sad. No, man. You gotta be happy that those people are on your side in a spirit realm that can't be fucked with. And those people always got your back. They see and hear what you don't. So when these people are making plans behind your back to do shit to you, Spirit's gonna be like, no, 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 you won't. I'm gonna make something happen to you so you don't fuck with my nephew. You don't fuck with Mark. It ain't happen. Uh-uh. And I tell people, and I've been telling people for years, the most powerful realm in this world is the spirit realm, the spirit world. There's more dead people than there is alive people right now, and will always be. Many people have died before us. Just remember, there's a lot of spirits in this world. And you start fucking with people, then you're gonna go down the wrong spirit road. And I feel sorry for you. You believe what you want. I know it's true. You know what I mean, Hermana? People just don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't understand people these days on how they fuck with spirit and how they like disrespect God and all that stuff. I don't know the fuck's wrong with these people. I really don't. But I'm not the one. Fuck that. I dare you. It's happened on here many a times too, and people just don't realize it. That's why nobody fucks with me no more on here, because they know what time it is. They've seen the repercussions of people already. I'm already told people I'm not the one. I'm a humble guy. I don't do nothing wrong to nobody. When you do wrong to me, then all I can say is I told you so. Not my problem. It's not my problem. You know, it's not my problem. No, they do. Hermione, you want a message before I go? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning here. I gotta get the hell out of here. But I'll give you a message if you want. Message. Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a message from my pretty deck. From my beautiful Hermana. I'm gonna give you a message. This is called the Creativity Oracle. It's a beautiful deck full of beautiful artwork. I'll give you a message from this deck. Love you too, Hermana. I'm glad you came by. I need some positive people around me. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Let's open up the book. Okay. Your card is number 76 and it says cycles. The card says, the wind blows, the wheel turns, we go through cycles just like nature because we are a part of nature. And the card says, this is an indication that as we move forward in our development, we come back to the old ways, if only for a moment, to see how we have changed and how we have and what we have changed. Sometimes you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the stage where your desires become attainable. As the wheel turns, new and exciting opportunities can appear. The moon is a never ending reminder that cycles are essential for life to exist. When you are aware of being in tune with the universe, you know that how everything has its own seasons. Feel centered and grounded by our eternal connection to the ceaseless changes of rhythms of nature. The spiritual journey of the creative process is one of going within and finding our essential harmony with life cycles. What entitled, what unities, all is in the joy of movement. So, right now, you're going through a cycle, and there's a lot of different things that you have to deal with, but just remember that it's like nature because we're a part of nature. And I tell people that all the time. You know, that card makes a lot of sense. You know, it's I tell people, you know, we're gonna go through things. You know, life is not gonna be perfect. You know, one month we have to deal with family. The other month we have to deal with work. The next day we got to deal with our car. The next day we got to deal with money. The next day we got to deal with food. The next day we got to deal with this. Every day it's a cycle of bullshit. And sometimes it's a cycle of love. Sometimes it's a cycle of positivity. Sometimes there's a cycle of negativity. But we have the power to make it better when it's worse. We have to keep finding ways. Absolutely. That's why we're all on that journey. We have to keep on going no matter what. Whatever cycle we're on, we can hop off, we can hop on, we can go with it, or we can destroy it, or we can make it better. It's up to you. Absolutely. If we keep turning, that means we keep building. You're welcome, Harmona. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Now I'm gonna take my doggie outside for her pee, and then I'm gonna go sleep. She's back there. You can't see her. She's back here sleeping on her bed, but she probably wants to go. She's been in here for like 3 hours now, so I'm gonna take her outside to go pee pee, and then I'm gonna go night night. I've been on here for like almost 3 hours. I can't believe it. But I had a good time on here. I haven't been on here for a while. It's been like 3 to 4 days I haven't been on here. I appreciate you too, sweetie. Always a pleasure. I hope you have a great week. Don't work too hard. Don't entertain nobody's energy but your own. The advice I can give you is to keep being good to yourself. All right? Keep being good to yourself. Good night, sweetheart. Yes, I'm gonna go get my rest. I'll probably be on tomorrow. I'm gonna try and come on every day the rest of the week. All right, sweetheart. Take care. Mwah. You're welcome. Thank you too.